Hello and welcome to the Musical Chairs Podcast, the only podcast that invites you to pull up a chair and take a listen. I wanted to do a really quick podcast today concerning the Baltimore riots. There have been a lot of podcasts and news media all over it. I don't think there's anything that I can add to it that hasn't already been said. However, there is one item that I do want to talk about in spite of all of the prejudice and racism and economic struggle and hardship that's been plastered all over the news media. I definitely want to talk about this, and I think it's a very, very minor silver lining in this great storm, but it's one that should be mentioned and pointed out. Now, Dmitri Reeves, a Baltimore native, has been dazzling the crowds and the protests for the last few days by basically doing Michael Jackson dance routines. He's a Michael Jackson impersonator. I'm not sure to what degree he's an impersonator or what professionality, but he's definitely taken the moves of Michael Jackson and trying to calm the natives of Baltimore through Michael Jackson's music and Michael Jackson's dance capability. And he's been doing a fantastic job at doing so, and he's somewhat of a celebrity at this point, and I'm hoping that he continues doing it. One of my favorite things that he's been doing, he did a Beatles cover of Come Together. I'm going to show you a little snippet of it right now. I think that's ultimately brilliant what he's been doing. I think it's one of the things that's needed right now to remember that culture has brought us together as Americans in the past. And someone like Michael Jackson out of Gary, Indiana, who grew up to be basically the most popular artist of the 80s and maybe of all of the 20th century, maybe, arguably. It's cool to see that people united behind the music. And I think it's really appropriate to have Come Together as a song that right now everybody needs to kind of come together. We haven't really been doing that. We kind of forgot about each other. So it's one of those things where when I saw that performance, I was just like, yeah, right on. That spoke directly to me. I think it spoke to a lot of people who were out in the crowd. So I'm really grateful that Dmitri is doing this. I'm really grateful that people are responding to it very well. I do want to point out that, it's cool that Michael Jackson, still in his death, has a lot to offer us. And I think it's cool that we haven't forgotten that. I'm really impressed with just how Dmitri channels the goodness of what Michael Jackson had to offer and the things that made us feel good whenever we heard his music or his dancing or saw his dancing. And bringing that to one of the most volatile places in the United States and getting people to chill out for a second, forget their troubles for a little moment, and remember something great. And I think that's really cool. So kudos to you, Dmitri. Thank you for doing that. I don't know if there's more to it. I'm going to look into seeing whether or not he's got more, like maybe he's got a fan page, maybe he's got more information. I'll put it in the description box below. But definitely think it's cool that we have some art coming out of Baltimore that's entertaining people and reminding us that, hey, we're all in this together. Anyway, I'm your host, Nelson Velasquez. Thank you for watching.